From starlet to shut down the fallout no one expected, she was supposed to be the next Broadway queen. Instead, she's being shown the door. Rachel Zegler's rise to fame was meteoric. From West Side Story to upcoming blockbusters, Hollywood embraced her as the next big thing. But when news broke that she'd been attached to a high-profile revival of Evita, theater fans were intrigued until that casting collapsed under mysterious circumstances. Now, insiders are revealing that Rachel was turned away by the cast itself after a wave of behind-the-scenes drama left everyone shaken. What happened backstage? What forced the cast to take such a bold stand? This isn't just about casting, it's about trust, ego, and the untold power struggles behind the curtain. Something went so wrong that the entire production chose unity over fame. And now the truth is starting to emerge from the shadows. Rachel Zegler's Broadway dream turns nightmare. Rachel Zegler was on the brink of a career-defining moment until it slipped right through her fingers. Following the buzz from her performance in West Side Story, Rachel was reportedly approached for the lead in a star-studded Evita revival. Playing Eva Perón would have solidified her not just as a film star but a Broadway icon. Instead, the opportunity vanished after just a few rehearsals, leaving many wondering what went wrong. Insiders say tensions flared from day one, with Rachel clashing with the production team. What should have been a crowning moment ended in whispers, warnings, and walkouts. It's the kind of fall from grace that few in the business ever fully recover from. And this time, there's no studio editing room to fix the narrative, the role of a lifetime, and why it slipped away. Eva Perón isn't just a character, she's a legend, and portraying her comes with heavy expectations. Sources close to the production say Rachel's interpretation of the role didn't sit well with cast members or creatives. It felt like she was rewriting history to fit her image, one insider claimed. Critics argue that the historical context of Eva Perón requires nuance, restraint, and cultural understanding, traits they felt Rachel didn't fully embody. Others were reportedly frustrated with her constant insistence on creative control. Instead of leading the company, she created division, and the pressure finally cracked. The disconnect between her vision and the production's direction was too wide to bridge, and the cast was no longer willing to sacrifice artistic integrity for star power. Cast uprising, a quiet rebellion begins. It wasn't a public fight. It was a quiet, coordinated refusal to work with her. Multiple cast members began voicing concerns to the producers after early rehearsals. She came in with star power, but no humility. A chorus member allegedly said, "It wasn't just about acting ability, it was about energy, respect, and collaboration." Rachel's approach, reportedly fueled by diva-like behavior, created an uncomfortable environment. Eventually, it reached a boiling point where several key performers said, "It's her or us." This kind of resistance from a Broadway cast is rare and speaks volumes. Their solidarity became louder than any single performance. The diva allegations, demands, delays, and disrespect. While Rachel's team denies it, the backstage rumors tell a very different story. She allegedly showed up late, made unnecessary script suggestions, and even questioned long-established choreography. One crew member said, "She treated the rehearsal room like her personal press junket." Veteran Broadway performers, used to discipline and punctuality, felt insulted by her behavior. Others claimed she disregarded the show's Latin American roots by modernizing the tone. When warnings didn't work, the cast decided to act, and the producers had no choice but to listen. The tension became unbearable for those who just wanted to do the work, and the integrity of the production was hanging by a thread. Producer panic, damage control in motion. When the cast revolts, the producers scramble, and that's exactly what happened. With whispers spreading fast and rehearsals turning toxic, producers quietly began reevaluating the casting. "We had to protect the integrity of the show," one insider said. "No star is worth the whole cast walking." The team tried smoothing tensions by offering adjustments to the staging and tone, but it only made things worse. Rachel reportedly refused to bend, claiming she had a vision the show needed to follow. Faced with mounting pressure, the production made the only move it could: release her before things went public. The entire process became a case study in how not to manage talent. And the fear of leaks made every decision feel like walking a tightrope. Industry backlash. Support or schadenfreude? Hollywood is watching, and the reactions are split down the middle. Some insiders express sympathy, blaming the situation on poor direction and cultural politics. Others, however, are less forgiving, viewing Rachel's rejection as a reality check. "This is Broadway, not Hollywood," one actor said. "Respect the space or get out of the way." Veteran performers have taken to anonymous forums and Twitter to voice their support for the cast's decision. This isn't just about Rachel, it's about what happens when celebrity status tries to overpower tradition. Some say the stage finally fought back and won. Others believe it's a warning shot to every screen star looking to dominate the theater world. Rachel's silence and what it really means. As news broke, Rachel Zegler's camp stayed quiet, but her silence speaks volumes. She's posted nothing about Evita since initial rumors leaked, and all questions about the project are now met with no comment. "She's pretending it never happened," one Broadway journalist noted. But silence won't stop the narrative, especially as other cast members begin subtly confirming what took place. Her reputation, once pristine, now has a crack, one many fear could widen if more details leak. The question now is, will she address it or keep pretending it was all just a scheduling issue? Fans are watching closely, and so are future casting directors. One misstep, one misquotes, and the whole story could explode again. Evita moves on without the star power. The show didn't die with her departure. In fact, it's finding new life. Casting directors are already in talks with a more seasoned, theater-trained Latina performer to take the role. "We're going back to the roots of the story," one creative said. "It's not about buzz, it's about heart." Rehearsals are reportedly more peaceful, productive, and focused without the distraction of celebrity ego. The cast feels united again, and morale has improved tenfold. Rachel's exit may have cost the show some headlines, but it saved its soul. And the buzz surrounding the new lead could end up stealing the spotlight for all the right reasons. Sometimes losing the lead is exactly what a production needs to thrive. Fans react: shock, support, and mixed emotions. Social media has erupted with debates, and fans are torn. Some stand by Rachel, claiming she's being unfairly targeted for being young, ambitious, and outspoken. Others say the cast made the right call by prioritizing professionalism and cultural authenticity. "You can be talented and still be wrong for the role," one fan tweeted. Broadway traditionalists argue that respect for ensemble and craft matters more than fame. In the end, this controversy has become a litmus test for what today's audiences really value. The fan divide shows how closely tied fame is to perception, and in this case, perception may have permanently shifted. What's next for Rachel Zegler? Rejection hurts, but it doesn't have to end a career. Still, Rachel's next move will determine everything. If she chooses reflection, growth, and transparency, she could rebuild her reputation stronger than before. But if she continues dodging accountability, this could follow her longer than expected. Her talent is undeniable, but so are the red flags now flying over her resume. Broadway may forgive, but it never forgets. And as doors quietly close, she may need to ask, what matters more, control or collaboration? The industry doesn't always offer second chances, but it respects those who earn them. This might be her moment to step back, learn, and truly rise. One role, one stand, one fallout. Thank you for watching. If this story caught you by surprise, hit like and subscribe, because more shocking stories from the entertainment world are just around the corner. What happened behind the scenes of Evita might just change how the industry casts its future stars. Sometimes it's not about the spotlight, it's about the story behind it. And this one's far from over.